Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Indian. Indian is a type of solitaire card game, and so it's played with two standard 52 card decks, and it begins with 40 cards being dealt into 10 piles of 4 cards each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piles. Each pile has 4 cards, as can be seen here. Now, after you set up the game, do note that the top 2 cards in each pile should be face up, and you deal the bottom 2 cards in each pile face down, as you can see here. The top card in each pile can be moved and can be used to build down a different pile, so long as the card being moved is not of the same suit as the top card in the pile it is being moved to. That was quite wordy. What does it mean? This ace is 1 rank lower than this 2. I would like to give me 1 second here. And so essentially you can build down a deck. You can build down any of these piles by moving a card that is 1 rank lower, but it cannot be of the same suit. This 8 of clubs is 1 rank lower than this 9 of spades. They are a different suit, so I can move it there. This 2 of diamonds is 1 rank lower than the 3 of diamonds, but they are the same suit, and so if I try doing this, I cannot make that move. This ace of diamonds is 1 rank lower than this 2 of diamonds, but they are the same suit, so I cannot move them. So, notice that cards can be moved between piles so long as they are not of the same suit and they are 1 rank lower. This is quite different from any other solitaire game. Do note that the foundations must be built up from ace to king, obviously by each suit. Do note that when all the cards above a card that is face down have been removed, that card is turned face up. And so let us just keep playing like so. Is there any real move we can make? Not really. Not really. At all. And so what we could try doing, nope, there's no real move we can make. And so when a player gets stuck, you take an additional card from your stockpile. This card is dealt to a temporary position. The player can inspect a card before moving it to the waste pile. So, cards in the waste pile. So essentially you flip a card into the waste pile. Cards in the waste pile may be moved to the piles or the foundation to help the player move through the game. So I can move this 10 of clubs either to any of the foundation piles or to any of these piles to help me move through the game. When all cards in a pile have been removed, right? So let's say we removed all the cards from this pile. The player may place any card in that location to start a new pile. The player wins when all 104 cards have been moved to the foundations. So you do have to be smart and crafty here and tactical. Our goal is to try to uncover all of the cards, or as many as we can. This 3 is quite useful, but we cannot move it to any pile. This queen, clubs. I would like to take that queen of clubs. I can then move this jack of diamonds, moving the ace of hearts. I now have another ace of hearts. I can then move this 9 of clubs, allowing me to see this 8 of spades. The 8 of spades was also moved down there. What does that allow me to do? I want to try to get a king there. Why? I can then build. Now, if I get this 8 right there, I can then take this 2, and I have it ready. Can't do anything with this 3, but I will be able to take this 4. Cannot place it on the 5. We are in a bit of a pickle here. There are not many moves that can be made. As you can see, I'm simply playing. So this game does sometimes take a long time. Depending on how you like to play. Let's just place out there. We have a king. And for some reason I cannot place this ace in the foundation pile. I do not know why, but I guess that's just how it is. Yeah, that was quite weird. I don't know why that was happening. Yeah, I missed something there. Oh. But as you can see through this gameplay demo, it's quite lackluster. I'm quite unsure as to why it is not letting me play certain cards. But as you can see, that really pretty much wraps up how to play Indian. It wasn't letting me play certain cards there. I'm kind of confused as to why. But that just happens, I guess, sometimes. Nothing we can really do. And so, let's just sum it up one more time. Indian is a solitaire card game. It's played with 2 decks. 40 cards are dealt into 10 piles of 4 cards each. The top 2 cards in each pile are dealt face up. The bottom 2 cards in each pile are dealt face down. The top card in each pile may be moved and can be used to build down a different pile, so long as the card being moved is not of the same suit. In other words, you can move cards onto different piles as long as it is 1 rank lower and not the same suit. When all the cards above a card that is face down have been removed, that card is turned face up. So if we removed, we'll show it. So if we remove all the cards above a face down card, so if we remove the 6 of hearts, that card is then turned face up. The foundations must be built up from ace to king by suit. So okay, yeah. I figured out why it wasn't letting us place the aces. You have to have one of each suit before you can begin building the other suit. And so don't really pay attention to that, just I guess it's a certain little option, but essentially if you have an ace, place it, right? In this case my machine isn't letting me place it, or the program I'm using isn't letting me place it, but you are allowed to place that ace there, right? It's just like regular solitaire building. When a player gets stuck, you deal one card from the stockpile into the waste pile. Cards in the waste pile can either be moved to the piles or the foundation to help the player move through the game. When all the cards in a pile have been removed, the player may place any card into that pile. So if you have an empty pile, let's try to get an empty pile here. This is brutal. Try to get an empty pile here. Okay. Wait. This is not going to plan. I'm trying to get an empty pile, but let's say that pile was not there. This 2 was not here. We could take any card from either the piles or the waste pile and replace it, creating a new pile. The player wins when all 104 cards have been moved to the foundation piles. So that wraps up how to play Indian. It's a fun new solitaire game. It's different from other solitaire games in that normally you build one rank down and of the same suit. Here, every move is possible other than building one down of the same suit. So you can build one down from any suit other than the same suit. So that wraps up how to play Indian. I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.